rooming house, and they had enough money in the tambourine to pay their rent.
Yeah.
And that's how the Salvation Army began here in Harrisonburg.
And you're a very, very, for lack of a better term, a very serious organization in the sense that you spend 2 years training your officers, whereas, you know, it's not just a totally volunteer-run organization. You devote a good part of your life to this.
That's correct.
And I want to talk to you now, Cadet Pascal. You're going through a 2-year training period in Atlanta, Georgia?
Yes.
Tell me what it's like.
It's tough. The 2 years you're there, you like 6 credit hours of being through 4 years of college in a regular college.
It's a hard ride.
Yes, it's really difficult at times, but they usually are very helpful, and the teachers and the stuff, they really help you out. But you study the Bible, the Old and New Testament. You get experience in Salvation Army social work. And you just learn a lot of things about how to be a Salvation Army in the different fields.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough, but it's fun. We have a good time doing it.
Okay. Major, what do you and Cadet Pascal need from the Harrisonburg community to make sure that this holiday season is good for everybody?
Well, of course, there are a number of things that will make it a success, and one of them is volunteers. Mm-hmm. We can always use volunteer help. And some of the areas where we use volunteers is ringing the bells. And
the most common form and
right.
the best form of PR that you all have.
Absolutely. And another area is we'll have people who will be packaging the Christmas dinners. We'll have people who will be actually giving these out. And we'll have a toy shop that will be set up. The different rooms in our building will be set up for different age groups. And we'll have some people who will be going with the mothers through there to pick out the toys for their children.
All right.
So volunteers is one important thing, and they can call our office, 434-4854.
Okay.
And
we're going to be right back. We're
right.
going to finish a discussion on some other services you offer. But right now, as I said just a few moments ago, this is our last show this semester. And since Christmas is considered a time for reflecting, we've put together some highlights from some of our shows over the semester. I hope you enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Alata, and I'd like to welcome you back to Midweek. We're back for another season, and I've got some wild, wild people here with us today. This whole idea of a pizza challenge came about because certain people like Bob Starr like certain pizzas. I like other kinds, and most of the other people have different preferences also. So we thought we would settle it once and for all. We have 6 blue ribbon judges, blue ribbon judges, here at the Television Production Center at JMU.
Virginia Beach incident was a necessary occurrence, and I foresee many more of those occurring.
You see
Exactly.
This as a trend. Okay, well, we're going to come back. We're going to hit on Virginia Beach again. But first of all, there's a lot of students out there who we wish we could have time to have in the studio, but we don't. We're going to go and show you them now and then go to a commercial.
Basically, I think relations are pretty good, and I think they're improving.
You're getting a lot of, not really militant groups, but you're getting a lot of heavy activity, both sort of what would be considered pro-white and pro-black on either sides, because of differences in economy and social class, and I could see a lot of problems in the future.
We have difficulty understanding one another. Blacks and whites have different interests oftentimes, I think, you know, and that's natural.
There should be no separation between the people.
I'm glad to see a group like Together. I've heard about that a little bit, starting to form, and I think if people take it seriously, I think it can do a lot of good. I just see where both races have the potential to be really ignorant towards the real facts, and the real fact, I think, is whether or not we're going to put all this behind us and be brothers and sisters.
President Bush recently has put into action a plan trying to control the more casual drug users, and I don't think this is the immediate problem. The problem is the importation of these actual drugs. It's not the casual pot user who smokes a joint now and then to catch a buzz and release some tension or stress. It's more like the major contributors to the entire importation, distribution that should be tried to control. On campus in particular, the problem seems to be not of using drugs, but the conflict between the non-legalization of drugs and the users, because it's against the law, obviously, and it's not a matter of addiction or abuse, I'd say, but more so simple infringement upon individual freedoms, which should be granted, I feel, in a case that is not so extreme as is made to be.
Ricky, Christine, could you just give me a brief biography of your married history and your dating history before now?
Well, we moved, I transferred here and we met at JMU. Both of us just met our junior year, and we went out for about 2.5 years, and we've been married about a year and a half now. And we have a baby. He's 10 months, 10.5 months.
And what's his name?
Andrew Thomas.
Andrew Thomas. Okay. What kind of impact did it play on your life when you had to make the decision whether or not to get married?
Very, very big. It was over the summer that we had to make the decision, so we were away from school, but it was a day-to-day thing that we were thinking about.
We should have taken your class. We hadn't taken your class yet. But
it was a big decision.
Yeah, it was the biggest decision of our life, yeah.
Who did you have to counsel you?
Our parents.
Primarily your parents?
JMU counselors, lots and lots of people, a lot of friends.
Yeah, a lot of parents.
A lot of parents, yeah.
Well, you mentioned before that you are in a sorority and he is in a fraternity. Were you both in these Greek organizations when you did decide to get married?
Yes.
How did they react? I think that'd be interesting to know.
We had 400 people at our wedding.
That's great. So they were very supportive.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like more students are becoming concerned with how they look. With recent advances in the field of cosmetology, people are able to change their entire appearance in a matter of hours. Today on Midweek, we will examine some looks of today, as well as what's in store for the future.